Hello, Morris class. Good morning. Miss Baig here, and welcome to your Tuesday English lesson. Today is the 9th of February 2021. Our learning objective is, can I use my thought shower ideas to write a poem? Okay, so what I would like you to do is do very good looking, very good listening, and you will need, so in yesterday's lesson, you came up with a few ideas of verbs, adjectives, and adverbs. So I would like you to go and bring that piece of paper with you, please. I have mine here ready with me, and then we can begin our lesson. So pause the video here, go and grab that piece of paper, and when you're back, we'll begin. Okie dokie, welcome back, Morris. So in this lesson, we are going to use our thought shower ideas that we came up with yesterday to write our own spine poem. We are going to build our poem gradually like the one above, and I am going to show you how you are going to do that. So I've got my noun, which is rocket, which is the object that I chose in space. So the object that I chose was rocket. Okay, if you might have chosen something different. So I've compiled a list of adjectives, of verbs, and of adverbs, which I am going to show you through the visualizer, and I'm going to show you how you are going to create your spine poem. So bear with me while I set this up. Okay, Morris class, I am back and I've got it all set up. So this is my thought shower ideas. So I've got my rocket at the top, which was my noun. I've then compiled, which means put together, a list, okay, of adjectives. I've got 5 adjectives, I've got 5 verbs, and I've got 5 adverbs. Now, these adjectives are describing the rocket. The verb is describing how the rocket moves. The adverb is describing how the verb is moving. Okay? So, this is how we are going to start our spine poem. On the side, I have written a few notes. Okay, so this has got to do with line number, out of focus, in focus, in focus, 100% focus, fantastic. Okay, so this is going to be our first line. We are going to write our noun in the middle, which I'm going to show you in a second. Our second line of our spine poem will be our adjective and noun. So we're going to choose one adjective from this list to describe my noun, which is rocket. Okay, next, on the third line, I'm going to do a noun phrase. And if I'm feeling super, super brave, I'm even going to do an expanded noun phrase. Okay, next, when I've completed my expanded noun phrase, I'm then going to add my verb, and I'm going to choose a verb from my list over here. Next, I'm then going to add on an adverb to describe my verb from the list up here. Okay, and very lastly, I am going to then do all of the above, so all of these 5 steps, but I'm also going to include my destination, so where the rocket is going. Okay, so are you ready? Let's begin. My first sentence. Now, when you have your piece of paper, now I'm just going to leave it like this. I'm going to leave it like this a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. So the first thing is I need to write my noun. I am going to grab a nice sharp pencil, as you can see, very nice, and I'm going to write my noun, which is rocket. That is my object that I have chosen in space. Now yours might be a comet, a star, astronaut, or whatever it may be, okay? So you can choose. If you want to do the same as Miss Baig, then that's fine as well. So on the line, in the middle of the page, is that about the middle? Yes. So I'm going to write capital R, rocket. Okay, I've got my noun, rocket. Now, what do I need to do next, Morris class? I need to do an adjective in front of the noun. Now, when we are doing the spine poem, do you remember that the alien spine poem was like in a triangle? So, what we are going to try and do is we are going to try and keep the word rocket, because we're using the same noun in each line, in the exact same, like a column, going up, straight down, okay? So like a column. Okay, so now, Now, you might have noticed that I've got a capital and I've got a lowercase Now, remember, we're putting an adjective in front of the noun. So the adjective will be the first word in our sentence on the next line. But because this is a poem, we don't actually need to worry about capital letters and full stops for each line so much. Okay? So now let's look at my list of adjectives. Can you help me choose which adjective shall I write in front of rocket? Can you help me choose, Morris? I've got huge, I've got shiny, I've got powerful, I've got loud, and I've got fiery. I think I'll go for loud. I think I'll go for loud because rockets are really loud. So I'm going to write loud. So just going to scoot over a bit. Ooh, ow, d. So I've got rocket, loud rocket. I've done my adjective and noun. Ooh, now I need to do a noun phrase. Okay, I need to do a noun phrase. Okie dokie. Now, let's do it together. Or expanded noun phrase, I should say, really. Not a noun phrase, an expanded noun phrase. Let's change that to expanded noun phrase. So I need two adjectives. Can you help me choose another adjective? I've got loud already. Can you help me choose another one? Shall I go for huge? So I've got loud already. Let's cancel that out. I've got huge, shiny, powerful, and fiery left. I know, I'll go for fiery. So I'll do fiery. So now I'm going to do loud rocket right underneath where I've already written. So it's nice and neat. And then I'm going to, because it's an expanded noun phrase, I need to write fire. Oh, you can barely see that. There you go. Now you can. Okay, now I'm going to write fiery. Ready? So, fiery. And because it's an expanded noun phrase, after the first adjective, I need a comma. Fantastic. Okay, so I've done my noun. That's tick. I've done my adjective and noun, which is a noun phrase. Then I've done my expanded noun phrase because I've got two adjectives and one noun. Now I need to do all of the above, but with a verb at the end. So first I'm going to write, so I might have to rub this out a bit because otherwise I won't have enough space, but let's see how I get along. I've got my rubber here because it's in the way. So, fiery, comma, loud, rocket. Now I need to choose a verb. Can you help me choose a verb, please? Let's look at my list of verbs. I've got zooms, I've got jets off, I've got soars, I've got flies, and I've got glides. Now I would like you to pay attention. When you look at this list of verbs, what do you notice, Morris class? Well done. It's got a s at the end. So that tells us that the verb, is it in present tense or past tense? Well done. It's in present tense. Okay. So have you helped me? Have you helped me to choose a verb? Let's see. I think I'm going to choose. Let me read my expanded noun phrase to see which one would suit. Fiery loud rocket zooms, or fiery loud rocket jets off, or fiery loud rocket soars, or fiery loud rocket flies, or fiery loud rocket glides. Which one? I think soars. Soars because something is going really high up and really fast. Okay, so fiery loud rocket soars. Or is that the correct spelling? Let me double check. Oh, no, that's not the correct spelling. So let's try that again. So with this spelling, it's a O and a A. Okay, so now this kind of sore is when I've got a boo-boo, when I'm hurt and my leg is really sore or something like that. Okay, so there's different spelling for that. Okay, so this is the correct spelling for soars, something flying at a very high speed and up in the air, very fast. Okay, so let's read what we've got so far. We've got rocket. Oh, that's not focused. And that's even worse. And oh, we got a winner. Right, rocket, loud rocket, fiery loud rocket, fiery loud rocket soars. Now we need to use an adverb. So I'm going to write all of this down, and then I'm going to choose an adverb from my list over here. Okay, so let me write this down. Let me rub this out so I have some space. Okie dokie, I'm ready, Morris class. So, fiery, comma, loud, rocket. Oh, I've got to check the spelling. Soars. Now, can you help me choose an adverb? Let's see. Okay, let's see what I have in my list. So, I have, Morris class, I have quickly. I have, can you see it? Yes, you can see it. Quickly, speedily, rapidly, swiftly, or brutally. What do you think? Now, because I've used my adjective, fiery, and loud, which adverb, and soars, which is something going at a very fast speed, which adverb do you think would go nicely with that? Is it 1, 2, 3, or 3? Oh, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Show me your fingers. I agree. I agree with all of you children. I think 5 would look fantastic. So I'm going to use brutally. Brutally. So I've got to cross that out. Oh, and I've got to cross out soars because I've used soars already. Right, so I'm going to use brutally. So fiery loud rocket soars brutally. Brutally. Okay. Fiery loud rocket soars brutally. Oh, wow. This is coming along very nicely, Morris. Okay, let's read it from the beginning. Rocket. Got my noun. Now, adjective and noun phrase. Loud rocket. Expanded noun phrase. Fiery loud rocket. I've got my expanded noun phrase plus verb. Fiery loud rocket soars. Next, I've got all of the above plus an adverb. Fiery loud rocket soars brutally. Now, the final piece of writing that I need to do for my poem, Morris class, is the destination. Where is my rocket going? So I think it is going to visit aliens on Mars. Or it might just be going for a night drive or a night fly to planet Pluto. Well, that's not actually really a planet, it's a dwarf planet. Or shall I do no, I think visiting aliens is quite a nice one. Okay, so now I need to do my destination, where it's going. Now remember, you can make this up. You can choose. Okay, so you have freedom of choice. So now I'm going to write it all. Fiery, loud, rocket, soars. I've got to check the spelling. Soars. Right, brutally. Brutally, I'm going to write, oh, can you see? Yes, I'm going to write, oops, through. I'm going to have to squeeze it in. Through the through the galaxies. Through the galaxies, visiting aliens on, now, Mars. It's the name of a planet, so I need a capital okay? Mars. And I'm going, at the very end, I'm going to do a full stop. Okay, are you ready to read my spine poem with me, Morris class? Okay, let's read it together. Rocket, loud rocket, fiery loud rocket, fiery loud rocket soars, Fiery loud rocket soars brutally. Fiery loud rocket soars brutally through the galaxies, visiting aliens on Mars. And I didn't do a dot on top of that I. There we go. Okay, Morris, you have worked through with me and you have helped me create my spine poem. And my object that I had chosen, my noun, was rocket. Now, I'm just going to pause it here if you like, if you would like some ideas on a few adjectives, verbs, and adverbs. If you would like to grab a few ideas, then I'll just leave it there for a few seconds before I move back to our slides for our lesson. Okay, so pause here if you would like some ideas, if you would like to magpie some ideas, and then I'll change it in a second. Okie dokie, I'm going to stop share now and I'm going back onto our slides, which is going to be, yay, back we are. Okay, let's move the visualizer out of the way. This is absolutely brilliant. I love using the visualizer. So I can really show you and model exactly what you need to do. Okie dokie. So, Morris, we are back onto our slides. Okay, I'm now going to explain what Challenge 1 children are going to do. So, Challenge 1, what I would like you to do is I would like you to choose, can you choose your own object, okay? So, for example, if you've chosen rocket, it could be astronaut, it could be asteroid, it could be a comet, star, it could be anything, it's up to you. Okay, then you are going to include one adjective in front of your object. Then you are going to choose an adjective, one adjective and one verb. Okay, that's your job, that's your task, Challenge 1. Okay, so you're choosing one adjective and one verb. Now remember, in a spine poem, if you've chosen the adjective on line number 2, in line number 3, it needs to be the same adjective, okay? Because that then defeats the purpose of a spine poem. So, like Miss Baig did, I kept using fiery, loud, rocket, soars. So fiery and loud are my adjectives. I kept those the same, and my verb was the same as well. I kept using the verb soars, okay? Right, now, Challenge 2 and 3 children, you are going to do the whole shebang. So just like I have modeled, okay, in front of you, just like I have modeled, if you do need some help again, then what I would like you to do is go rewind the video back so you can see me going through it step by step. Now you don't have to choose the same noun, but you can use the same adjectives and adverbs and verbs, okay, but you can just choose a different object. Okay, so I would like you to do the whole thing, the whole spine poem. And then once you have completed your spine poems, Challenge 1 and 2 children, and 3 children, Challenge 1, 2 and 3 children, I would like you to upload your spine poem onto Tapestry so I can have a read of it. I'm really looking forward to seeing everybody's spine poems because this has been quite a fun English lesson. I've enjoyed modelling this, this lesson. I hope that you have enjoyed too. Okay, Morris class, I will be looking on Tapestry to see your spine poems very soon. Until then, take care of yourselves and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.